Usually, let's see. La 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 la. See, I don't hear that. Okay. Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? And is it clear?
Hey everybody, Coco, I just want to say, remember the last time you was on Twitter? So many, and I noticed it was specifically African women that found you and came in and were, very shocked and happy with everything you gave them. So maybe you're supposed to be over here today, spent, I don't know.
You listen. You
Maybe
listen.
you got a lot of people that were not from America.
Listen, you taking, get out of my head. Get out of my head, because I was like, I said, if this doesn't work on YouTube, clearly I need to be on Twitter today. And if that's what it needs to be, then that's what it needs to be. So we're gonna see how long YouTube will allow me to live to live and go live. And if not, y'all motherfuckers gonna have to follow me on Twitter. Okay, Coco be knowing, because I do be knowing.
Okay, and also it's audio coming from YouTube right now, just so you know. So that is coming through now that you connected.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Well, it was working at first, and then it said no, we ain't doing it. So we'll see how long it lasts. And if not, y'all know me. I will not fight with technology. So yeah, like I was saying, this retrograde has me in a chokehold, everyone. And what I'm learning about myself, what I was saying is that my abandonment issues come up a lot for me in my relationships. When I feel distance from my partner, I have a tendency to just end it. And not even really because, like, it's not distance because, oh, we're not, on the same page, or like, it's usually distance because some shit is going on. Like, there's some stuff happening around us, and it's just motherfuckers need space sometimes. And I realized that, like, for me, I'm also one of those, I want to be there for you. I want to be there for you. I want to be supportive. I want to know how you're feeling, because I have no problem saying, this is how I'm feeling. Like, I guess I'm maybe opposite in the fact of, like, I don't necessarily need space all the time. If anything, I need comfort, right? So I realize that this is something that I do, and I'm like, yo, like, the moments when I think that I have conquered my abandonment issues, that's how it shows up for me. And I had to really I'm like, oh, I got to practice some forgiveness around that with the people who have abandoned me, throughout my life, like throughout my entire life, right? So it really just like dawned on me that it was like, well, shit, how are you going to be in this beautiful, loving, supportive relationship that you say that you want, when anytime that your partner might be going through something, and you're not feeling if you're not feeling useful, or whatever the case may be, or if you're feeling like you can't be supportive, or they're not your only, or whatever the fuck it is, your ass just leaves and runs. And it's very much it's very much feels like, well, if you don't want to be here, then I'm out. Like, that's what it is. And it's like, well, how are you supposed to have a loving relationship if every time, somebody needs some space, knowing damn well men have a hard time just saying that and communicating that you're gonna dip off. If you want to be married, if you want to be, a wife, you can't just divorce. Like, I mean, you can, but it's like you can't just give up. The fuck, you can't just give up every time it gets hard, or every time you feel in distance from your partner. Like, you can't do that. And that's what I'm like realizing and kind of working through right now. Like, and that shit is deep, man, and it's some heavy lifting. It's some serious heavy lifting. It's hard. It's really hard. It really dawned on me last week. Like, fuck, I do this a lot. I do it a lot. It's me. I'm the problem. I'm a part of the problem. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've definitely, if you've been following me for a while, then you my history. I've been in some fucked up relationships, but you know, I'm fucked up too. I'm fucked up too. But the beautiful thing is self-awareness, right? There's knowing this about myself and trying to work on it so that I can be better for myself. Like, I don't want to be running away from my relationships every time shit get hard, when it's not beautiful and easy and lovey and all of those things. I don't want to be that person. I do not want to be that person. So I'm really curious to see what Spirit has for us this week. Yesterday was a solar eclipse and the full moon. So that's where, thank you so much, Adrian. I love you, boo. That's what we are going to see, how we can work with this energy and what this energy has for us this week. Yeah. It is real. It is real. Today we are going to be using the dust to on deck. It's one of my favorite decks. I don't use it too often. The men's only session have been getting this deck here recently, but I felt called to use this deck today. So I'm very excited. It is a beautiful deck. If you ever get an opportunity to get your hands on it, do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Let's get into this Money Mondays. My name is Coco Alexa. Welcome. Welcome to the space. Here we go. Spirit, we call upon you graciously with love and light and for the greater good of all involved. The greater good of all involved, Spirit. What is it that we need to know and what do we need to do? How can we use this full moon energy and this eclipse energy, solar eclipse, with love and light and for the greater good of all involved? Oh, these cards want to fly out to them. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Growth and change is real, y'all. Growth and change is real. Use this retrograde. Let it help you see, where, let it help you see See yourself. Use it as a mirror. Use it as a mirror. This is very much deeper growing. This is much deeper work here. It almost kind of feels like the last push. Like that last push of like, yo, like I need to conquer some shit. What has been blocking me from my goals? What have I been doing that has been stopping me from reaching my goals, reaching the things that I want, the things that I desire? What is it? What is it? How have we been getting in our own way? And it almost kind of feels like the things that we have been a little oblivious to. You know, it's like, yo, that's it right there. And it can literally be anything. My shit was abandonment, getting in the way. I'm hearing spirit say reflecting on the lessons of the past. Are you repeating those lessons? Are you repeating those lessons? Are you sabotaging yourself by putting yourself in situations to repeat those lessons? Come on. I'm hearing spirit say if you're going to repeat the lesson, you could at least get the A this time. You could at least get the A this time with that test. You can't decide to repeat the lesson. And then when you fail, be like, oh man, darn. I had no idea that this was coming. I didn't know. I didn't know what to do. It's about self-awareness. It's about self-awareness. It's about self-awareness. That's why I'm like, use it as a mirror. Use it as a mirror. Use it as a mirror. How are you going to be able to hold all that is coming to you, all these blessings that you know you are feeling them, you're seeing them, you're understanding them, you're starting to understand the timing, you're starting to understand why certain things needed to happen the way that they did. Okay. But I'm hearing spirit say, how are you going to hold all of these beautiful things if you are still carrying around the thing that has been holding you back this entire time? What we doing? We're getting the 10 of gourds. Okay. And this is such a beautiful card because in this card, we see these three faces and these 10 gourds like pouring down into it. It almost kind of looks like a bit of a hurricane, honestly, or some sort of, what's it called? A whirlpool. A whirlpool. This is a lot. A lot is flowing. But something still, even though this is abundant, right? Something feels very soft about it, very generous, very gentle. I'm also hearing that too, very gentle. These are your hopes and your dreams and your wishes. These are the things that you've been asking for. And it might not even necessarily be things, right? It could just be clarity. It could just be like, okay, show me. It could just be your messages, right? Like it could just be clear, like the clarity, the signs, the synchronicities, right? But how can you hold that if you're carrying the Six of Swords? Okay, we see this person carrying these blades, right? They have a couple in their back, a couple of them in their backpack, and they're holding the rest of them in their arms. And in this card, you can see where these blades cut. What are you carrying with you that you don't need to carry around anymore? I'm hearing spirit say too that some lessons that you have learned, that you have conquered, You don't need to wear that as a badge anymore. Does that make sense? You don't need to wear that as a badge anymore. You don't need to wear it as a suit of armor. Okay? You can put that down now. You've mastered it. You know it. Now there are certain lessons that you don't necessarily need to to consciously be aware of. Now you just do it. They're saying like certain things have become such a practice for you that you don't necessarily need the reminder to do something. It now is just out of habit. You just do it. I'm just gonna do this thing because it's just what I do now. Like, okay, cool, great. I'm hearing spirit say that there will be more lessons for you to learn. They might be hard, they might be easy, but you have what you need to conquer it. So you have to make space now. I'm feeling some things in my heart space right now too. What is your heart full with? You know, spiritual people, I say, oh, my heart is so full. My heart is so full. My heart is so full. And that could be a good thing. But sometimes our heart is filled with pain and anger and hate, disappointment, and, all of the things, grief. Those things live there sometimes, and it takes up a lot of space. So there is no room for all the beautiful things. There is no room for the light things, the lightness. There's no room for that. There's no room for love. There's no room for peace. What about that? I'm hearing Spirit say, what about that? That's important too. So how do you open your heart, kind of go in there, and what needs to be cleaned up, what needs to come out and be put to the side, what needs to come out and be transmuted back into the ether? This is too heavy now. I don't need to carry this hurt and this pain around anymore. I need to let it go. It's time to move on. We're getting the Two of Staffs. And I like the Two of Staffs in this deck because it shows someone on stilts. So it might feel a little wobbly. It might feel a little rocky as you are learning these new things and you are moving into this new space of being, this new way of life. Even learning how to no longer look at your feet, but look up. That's also really important here too. You're not looking behind you anymore. You're not looking at your feet anymore. You're looking up and you're looking forward. Where are you going? Where are you going? What direction are you going into? You have to look up so you know where you're going. You have to look up. I'm hearing Spirit say that for some of you, you're spending way too much energy um, focused in on what is happening right now. It's not always going to be like this. It's not always going to be like this. And you know that because the things are moving around you. Things are changing. So to believe that you're always going to be in the same spot, or to believe that nothing is ever going to change, show yourself some grace. Change is inevitable. We're literally changing every single day. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Wow. Wow. Mm. We're getting the Shaman card as well. So again, right underneath the Ten of Gourds, and like I was saying, maybe you're waiting on some downloads. Maybe you're waiting on some clarity. Maybe you're waiting for like, can I just have a sign, a dream or something? I need to know that I am on the right path. I need to know that I'm making the right moves and I'm doing the right thing. You know, as humans, we kind of get caught up in that sometimes. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right things. Well, shit, what if you're doing the wrong thing? Then what? That's okay too. That's okay too. You all gotta give us ourselves space to fuck up sometimes. But you gotta be open to the signs regardless. You need to be open to what's coming to you. All right. The shaman is here. Truth is. Okay. The shaman is here to tell you what the truth is. So what is your truth? What is real? The shaman is there to be honest with you. The shaman is there to lift the veil. I'm hearing that really loudly too. To lift the veil. Like, see this. You see this? Did you see that? Pay attention. Pay attention. Me and Zara, we a lot this weekend about synchronicities. Pay attention. Pay attention. I drew the 10 of coins with the shaman card. Pay attention. You might have some abundance coming your way. You might be getting lined up for it. Small breadcrumbs are leading you to something bigger. Who has been praying for freedom? Who has been praying for power? Power within themselves, wanting to understand their power, wanting to understand their gifts, their talent. It's almost kind of like you did some shit. You did something. You did something. And you was like, oh snap, I'm powerful. It's like you looking at your hands like, wait a minute, what can I do? How much power do I actually have? And what can I do? What can I do with all this power that I have, this power that I possess, these gifts, these talents? What am I about to do with this? Something is coming. I'm hearing Spirit say that you are preparing to share something. You're preparing to share something. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. These downloads, these downloads and these downloads and these things that you're receiving, these things that you are seeing, right? I'm hearing Spirit say that, you got to keep them close to your chest. We're getting the 4 of coins. You got to keep it close to your chest. We're getting the 4 of coins. So these aren't, these downloads and this information and these things that are coming to you. They're not meant to be yelled at the top of the mountain. Understand? Hey, Noni, welcome in. These.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, love. Let me finish this general reading, okay? So I can get these messages off the tip of my tongue. Woo. These things, these gifts, these powers, these talents, this new shit, these new things, these new ideas, you got to keep those things close to your chest for a minute, okay? You have to understand that. They're saying, like, understand that. Don't get too excited. They're saying, don't get too excited and just start yelling from the mountaintop. This is the new thing that I'm going to do. This is what's happening. Not yet. It's not time for that yet. You gotta get right. They're saying like, right, and there's more pieces to the puzzle that you don't have yet. So yelling at the top of your lungs about the new hot shit that you got brewing up won't help because it's going to change. It's going to. I don't want to say change. The right word is develop. It's going to develop. those of us who question the universe a lot, who question, the things around us a lot. Like, okay, I got this new idea, but like, what I'm supposed to do with that? This don't even make sense because I don't have this and I don't have that, so I don't understand. Da 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 da. Just don't question it yet. Just wait a minute. You're not going to understand because you don't have all of the pieces. Period. So just wait. Don't get impatient and don't freak out and don't rush. Okay, don't rush. I'm hearing that really, really loudly. This isn't whatever. If you're working on a new project or if you're working on something, this isn't something that you want to rush anyway. This isn't something that it needs more development. Okay. And I'm also hearing too, teamwork makes the dream work. So there might be some people that you need to be able to help you with this. All right. And they're saying that, once all of the pieces comes together, once all the pieces come together, we're getting the 9 of gourds. Okay, then you can share. Then you can share. Then you can scream at the mountaintops. Look at this new thing that I'm doing, y'all. Look at me. Look at what's happening. Okay, collaboration is going to be important here too. All right, collaboration is going to be really important. But this card is really dope because it has these 8 gourds surrounding this person, and the 9th one the person is holding, and it has all of this water kind of coming from it. This center, I always look at it like it's coming from the center, but you could also look at the opposite, where maybe the 8 gourds on the outside are actually pouring in, to this center gourd. Okay. So maybe you might be the one that might be giving something or helping someone move forward with the project, or maybe you're the one that's getting poured into. Either way, they're saying either way, it still needs to be developed and it still needs to be, there's more information about it that you need. Okay, so they're saying just hold on to it for a little bit. Maybe this is something that happens after retrograde, so maybe in a couple of weeks. Yes, these are cups. Yep, these are cups in the regular deck. So the 9 of gold, 9 of cups in the regular deck, or 9 of chalices. Chalice. Is it chalice or chalice? It's chalice, right? Chalices. Okay, so and it's interesting even because in the traditional deck, the 9 of cups, there it almost kind of looks like the cups are being protected, like the person is standing in front of the cups. Okay. So again, like, just hold off. I'm hearing spirit say you'll know who you're meant to share certain things with. Kind of like, okay, do I share this with you right now or you in a couple of days? Okay, like it's kind of that energy. Does that make sense? I'm hearing spirit say that, this week, they're saying this week with this new information, understand that it is for your growth. And this might intimidate you because it is new. It's new, but it's old. It's new, but it's old. It might be the thing that you knew that you needed to do. Maybe this is something that you've been running from. Maybe it's something that you've been avoiding, or maybe you just kind of put it off to the side and think that you can get away with not completing it, not doing it. But they're saying that this is for your growth. If you've been praying for growth, if you've been praying for opportunities to grow, if you've been praying for opportunities to have more, they're saying that you gotta grow through this. Okay, you gotta grow through it. We're getting the 3 of staffs here. We gotta grow through it. All right. And you see this person downward dog in a yoga pose with these staffs surrounding them, and it almost kind of feels like they are stretching and expanding these staffs, needing more room and needing more space. There's also this beautiful purple flower, and there's a bee inside of that flower. Do you see that? Okay, so I'm hearing the spirit say, don't run away from this growth. Don't run away from this evolution. Don't run away from this blossoming. There's sweetness there, sweet victory and growth. Okay, sweet victory and growth. We're even getting Queen Mother, which is the Empress in the traditional deck. Okay, pregnant. Pregnant with what? Pregnant with what? As we all know, we don't. A little anatomy, a little anatomy lesson. It takes 9 months for a child to be ready, ready to be born. Okay, so this is going to take some time. It's going to take some time. So don't rush. Do not rush. We're also getting the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins, which is the seven of Pentacles in the traditional deck. All right, and even in that, there is some nurturing, there's some brewing there. There's some development that needs to happen. It takes wisdom. That's what this orangutan is for. Because orangutans represent wisdom. They're very wise creatures, very smart, very intelligent creatures. It takes some wisdom to be able to invest the time, the energy into something and watch it grow. And this is slow. Okay, in the traditional deck, I think it's somebody like they're like either planting something or something to grow, like a tree or something like that. It takes time for those things to develop. Okay, it takes time for those things to develop. Feeling really called to pull another card for the Seven of Coins. A clarifier for the Seven of Coins, please. If you're listening to this and you're like, well, I don't have no ideas. I don't know what I want to do next. It's things. The first thing is you probably need to just give yourself some more time to wait. It'll come to you. The second thing is it probably is that thing that you done put on that shelf that you really don't want to do, but you need to do. And you know that if you do it, it's going to be successful, but for whatever reason you are scared. It's that thing. It's that thing. It is thing. And I'm also just and it's just some pieces to the puzzle that are missing. Somebody might be bringing that to you. We're getting a little staff, young staff, and young coin. That's the page of staffs, knight of staffs, and the knight of coins here. Hey Troy, listen. I'm getting y'all that too. I'm getting y'all that too. Listen, don't let fear stop you because it could be a whole other thing that could stop you. Don't let fear be one of them. Okay, we're getting young staff here, low staff here, and young coin. So there's definitely some other pieces to the puzzle that you're going to need, some different energies, okay? That you're going to need to be able to grow this, to be able to nurture this to life, okay? To bring it from the ether and bring it into the physical, to bring it from the universe, to bring it from your dreams, to bring it out of that notebook, make it a reality. Okay. At the bottom of we got the emerging one. Okay. Listen, the emerging one. The emerging one. You are approaching newness. You are approaching newness. We're also getting the universe, which I think is really interesting coming out with this because we have the beginning of the major arcana with the emerging one, and we have the last card of the major arcana, the universe. One cycle is ending, one cycle is beginning. This is also the two of staffs, being in that in between, going from one thing to the next, one path to the next path. Okay. I'm also hearing too, if you have been skipping your journaling practice, this feels very specific. If you've been skipping your journaling practice, you are not doing yourself a favor. You are driving yourself nuts with all them ideas and thoughts staying in your head and your mind like that. Okay. Don't don't keep them there. You need to write those things in your journal, okay? And if you've been called to get a new journal, please go get a new journal. Even if it's not, even if it isn't a big journal, don't not have a journal because it's not like a pretty one or something. Shoot, make your own journal if you need to. Okay, make your own journal if you need to. It's not hard. I made my own journal when I couldn't when I didn't have the money to get a journal. I made my own. I just used some copy paper and some fucking tape. I folded the copy paper in half and I wrapped the middle up in tape, and that suited me. I was actually really pleased with it and it felt really good. It felt really good. It's okay. It's all right. Listen, we are also going to pull some oracle cards from the Work Your Light deck. The Work Your Light oracle deck. Any other messages that we need to hear at this at this time? Wow. Wow. Mm. Any other messages? Wow. Cannot make this shit up. I cannot make it up. Okay. Wow. Wow. I cannot make this up. The cards never lie. I cannot make it up. All right. Let's see. Let me keep it there. All right. So the first card that jumped out here is mirror. Who or what is triggering you? And what did I say? Earlier, I said use this retrograde like a mirror. Let it show you. Let it show you what it needs to show you. Use it as a mirror. What is triggering you? Who or what is triggering you? Why is that bothering you so much? Why is it bothering you so much? How do you need to use that? How has it been stifling you? Has it been holding you back? It says the filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time, through our own projections. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light. Mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you? Or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? So maybe in a way, like how you see yourself one way and other people see something else in you. And sometimes we don't even see what other people see in us. So for me to sit here and say, you're powerful, someone might hear that and say, I am? How? And I could say, well, remember when you did this and remember when you did that? And I could go down the list and somebody could be like, that's power? That's what that means? Because they're just so oblivious. So again, that self-awareness is important here. This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those who we despise, are envious of, and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. I'm also hearing something too. You know how sometimes, like, people follow the people that they don't like on social media and stuff? Like, you'll see them like, oh my gosh, I did not like that. And you still see them in your timeline. Get them out of your timeline. You don't want to see it. You really don't like that. So if you don't like it, stop. For me, I give people 3 chances. I give people 3 chances. Like, I might be following them and I'm like, okay, the fuck is this? All right. The second time, I'm going to mute. And then if I see them do something else really weird, like, yes, if I do something, you got to go now. You gotta go. You have to go. So unfollow those people. Unfollow those people. What you following them for? You don't really like them. Realize that you don't like somebody and move on. You actually are not friends. Y'all are not friends. You don't like them. You don't fuck with them. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. We're also getting star mother. How can you mother yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? How are you nurturing yourself at this time? And I think nurturing oneself is important at any point. I feel like this might be a specific reminder for someone. You need to take care of yourself, okay? Whatever, and this came up last week after Mother's Day. If you are looking to your mother to take care of you in such a way like you're a child, you can't expect that from them. They're not gonna give it to you in the way that you might be needing. Okay, they might not even understand if you're trying to explain that I need something from you. They might not have the capacity to give that to you. So, being a grown up, being an adult, you need to give that to yourself now. You need to give that. Not even, I won't even just say, mother, father too. Father too. Father too. We're also getting starseed. What lights you up? What lights you up? What do you get excited about? What do you get passionate about? Light is being shined on that part of you. Do you have a hidden talent that you want to share, but maybe you're afraid to share it? Have you been wanting to try something? Have you been reading about something and been kind of nervous to go to the meetup, to go try it out, to go see what it's about? Go check it out. Go check it out. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You are the oracle. Your vibration is rising. Okay. So if you've been really emotional lately, that is a release that is needed and necessary. You are changing. You're changing. We're getting awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. You are making changes. I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to believe this anymore. I don't want to believe this about myself. I don't want to believe this about my situation. And it isn't even about, it's not about denial. It's about changing. I know this about myself, and I also understand how powerful I am. I'm so powerful that I can do something different. I don't have to live like this anymore. I don't have to live like this. I don't have to be this way. I don't got to keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, expecting something different. That is insanity. That is insanity. You do have the power to change. Will it have to become a practice and a habit? Absolutely. But you do have the power to change. You have the power to change yourself, and you have the power to change your life in small ways and in big ways. But you have to believe that you have that power within you. You know, a lot of times, we're led to believe that the power is outside of us, and it's only outside of us. It's in you too. It's in you too. It's in you as well. You also hold that power. Okay. You also hold that power. All right, I'm going to do what I've been doing lately. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors, for that beautiful message. I'm going to be doing what I've been doing these last few weeks. And I am going to answer a question from the audience, one via the Twitter space. So if you would like a carpool in the Twitter space, not Bella and Ajon, y'all gonna get your carpool there. Y'all can't participate. If you would like to get a carpool in the Twitter space, I will take one of you. Just send the request. In the YouTube, I'm thinking of a number. Oh no, wait, I'm not thinking about it yet. But I'm going to think of a number 1 through 55. That's fucking random. I'm going to think of a number 1 through 55. Whoever is the closest or spot on, you can get a carpool. If you would like to get a carpool regardless, and you want to support me and Schmoney Mondays, and you want to be in community, join the Patreon. Just click the link somewhere in my bio. You can find it, or go to patreon.com/ConjuredXCoco, Conjured by Coco. All right, I have my number. So in the comments, you can put a number in, and whoever gets the closest or spot on, I will do a card pull for you. Hi, is it Apples? Yeah, Apples.
Oh, hello.
Hi, how are you? What's your question, love?
Can I get a carpool?
Yes. Do you have a question, or do you just want a general reading?
Okay, let's make it a general reading because I'm not sure about the question now.
Okay, that's fine. Wow. Okay, my CR, you just got spot on. The number was 33. Y'all be reading my mind, man. I had to put on my aluminum foil hat. All right, Apples. Let's see what Spirit has for you for this week. Yay! We are so glad to have you back, Jackie. All right, let's see. What does Epic need to know at this time? All right, let's see. Ooh, I'm hearing really loudly. Go, 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 go. Go after it. It's time to execute the plan. It's time to execute the plan. It is time. Whatever fear, um, whatever discouraging words that you might be replaying in your mind to tell you that this is not a good idea, it's not going to work. That is not true. That's not true. Okay. That's not true. They're saying like you need to go after it. Use your willpower. Okay. Use your willpower. You're getting the rider card, which is the chariot card in the traditional deck. And this is a very powerful card. And it's a beautiful card too. It is there is this figure, this woman figure on this card, and she's standing above this roaring tiger. It's they're saying like use that power. They're saying be ferocious. They're saying be powerful. Stand in your power. Your power. I'm also hearing something too about standing in your sexuality. Stand in your sexiness. Stand in the fact that you are beautiful, you are hot. Like they're saying, like stand in that power, and use it. I'm also hearing that too. Use it. It's important. They're saying it is important. Honor it. They're saying honor that within yourself. Okay, it is going to help you move things forward. Okay, they're saying go, 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 go after it. Whatever they're saying, whatever this plan is, or whatever this thing that you want to do, but you might have some hesitation. They're saying it is for your own growth. You are also getting this 3 of Staffs card. Okay, they want you to step out of the box. There is no box. Okay, there is no box. They're saying remember that you are multifaceted, you are multi-talented, and it is okay to do something different. Okay, they're saying challenge yourself in that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, they're saying that you have to allow yourself to shine. You have to allow yourself to blossom. This is really important now. Okay, it's really really important. Get out of your head. Don't overthink this. They're saying it's right. They're saying like you're overthinking because whatever this thing is that you need to do, it's easy. You're like, how is this so easy? It cannot be this easy. Are you kidding me? Like all I gotta do is this, and this. It has to be more work. It has to be more work. It has to be more. No, it isn't, because you prayed for ease. You pray for ease. You pray so that, things can come to you easier, so that you can learn things easier, so that the path is easier. Maybe you had a very difficult path. They're saying that not only will this be a swift change, this is going to be an easy change. It's not going to be hard. You have evolved and grown from that. Okay, you've evolved and grown from that. So you can let go of whatever this lack or this struggle. You can let that go. They're saying that this next journey, you're not going to have to struggle. I'm not going to sit here and say that, you won't have any challenges, but when those challenges come, you're going to be more than prepared and equipped to be able to handle it again with ease and grace. Okay, with a lot of grace. And like, oh, I can conquer this. I can get through this. Okay, they're saying so. Get out of your own head. Okay, get out of your own head. Don't be so. They're saying don't be so over analytical. Okay, because they're saying that like you're divinely supported by your ancestors. You're divinely supported by the people around you too. They say no one is being hard on you, but you. No one is being hard on you but you. They're saying that they're saying you're entering into a space that you've prayed for. Okay, you prayed for this. You prayed for this. You prayed for the blessings. You prayed for life. All right now, y'all, I had to get through some shit now. Like, wait a minute. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired and I want some ease, and I'm ready to be blessed. And I'm ready to be able to conquer things easily, and things not be so difficult and hard and challenging. And it's not that you can't get through it, but it has exhausted you. So they're saying that, get out of your own head, get out of your own way, so that you can enter into this new path and this new journey with grace. Okay, so that you can feel the sun on your face. They're saying that, feeling that sun, that's important. You might need to literally feel the sun too. Maybe you might need to get some vitamin D or something, just to even help help you see the light. I'm hearing that as well. Help you see the light and move through that darkness. They're saying you're coming out of that tunnel. They're saying before you were walking through this very dark tunnel and, barefoot. I'm hearing that too. Barefoot. It was hard. It was hard and it was a challenge. And now that you're coming out of that, they're saying you're starting to see the light. You're starting to see where your blessings are going to be coming in and how you've already been blessed. I'm also hearing to show gratitude. So it might be a good time for you to do a gratitude list. Okay. Just so that you can, really see, okay, this is where I come from. This is where I am. And this is where I'm going. All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, love. You are absolutely welcome. You are welcome. Thank you for coming into the space. All right, Muffy R. What is your question, my love? Welcome in. Jay. Olutando. I think that's it. How you name? Welcome in. Ooh, I love reading. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. All right. Let's see. What does Mappy need to know about their love life at this time? With love and lights. Let's see. One last chapter. There we go. Ooh. I'm hearing really loudly, no more brokies. No more brokies. No more struggle love. There needs to be balance. There needs to be balance, like majorly. What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table? Like, okay, like for you, like you reflecting on what you're bringing to the table, and you're asking questions like, what are you bringing to the table? And that being very real. Like that being very real. Like it's like I don't want to have to carry all the weight in a relationship. I don't want to have to do the all the heavy labor. I don't want to even feel the lack of reciprocation. Like, no, what are you bringing to the table? And it's also too, and it's not just about money. I know it's Schmoney Mondays, and we about our coin. But it's also the fact that you're trying to build something. You're trying to build something. You're trying to grow, and you're really deeply thinking about the future. Like, it's not just about struggling in the moment. What about 5 years from now, 10 years from now? How are you setting your life up so that you're going to be okay, right? And this feels like not just looking at yourself, but, challenging the person. Like, are you going to be all right? Like, are you going to be all right? Like, do you have goals? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you thinking about just right now in this moment, or are you 5 and 10 years from now? Where's the balance? I'm also hearing too, even thinking about what role you want to play. Again, what do you have to offer in this relationship, in this connection? I don't want things to be so heavy. I don't want to be struggling and shit. If I want to do something, if I want to go somewhere, I just want to go and I don't want it to be a thing. If if I want to experience something, I want to just be able to go do it. And I'm not even just talking about, like, it's not even just about money, right? Like, it's also about mindset. Because if I'm trying to build something and if I'm trying to go somewhere and I'm trying to do something with myself and for my legacy, right, for my descendants, right, like, I can't do that if somebody's always looking at something like, shit, that costs too much money. Shit, how we gonna do that? Shit, I ain't doing that. That don't even look, just so negative and this struggle mentality. What's the point of me doing this and that if it's just gonna have some sort of, I don't know, negative outlook? What's the point? What you mean with the point? Not even wanting to have that conversation. It's like, why are we even talking about this? It's always something very negative. What you want to buy a house for? You gonna have the maintenance, and you gonna have to do this and that. What you mean? What I want to buy a house for? How are you asking me that? At our big age, at our big age, you cool with paying $2,500 in rent a month for an apartment? Just those type of conversations. And I am also hearing Spirit say too that it's time to be very honest about what it is that you desire and what you want from the jump, and not and really listening, really listening and really hearing what they're saying, and taking that information and deciding, like, okay, how do I want to move? Yeah, exactly. Somebody definitely asked you that, and I haven't spoken to them since. Yes, it's one of those things like, oh, okay, well, we don't have anything to talk about then. We don't have anything to talk about. We're not on the same page. We're not in the same mindset. We're not in the same mind frame. And so it's very much, I'm also hearing something too about releasing some old standards that you're like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about when I decided that this was okay. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. So it really is just about bringing balance into your love life and wanting balance and wanting to feel like you can actually lean on your partner, and rely on your partner. Okay, like that feels really, really important here. It feels really important here. Ooh, okay. I want to do like two more. I want to do another one from YouTube, and I want to do another one from Twitter as well. Maybe two more from Twitter because I'm not on here that often. So, and next week is next week my last. No, week after next is my last week. So I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do another. So if you would like a carpool, I'm still thinking of a number 1 through 55. Okay, I have it. I have the number. So go on. And if you would like a carpool in the Twitter spaces, just hit the request button. And I got you. I got you. I got you. Bring your own up. There's gonna be 2 people from this Twitter space. So if somebody else wants to get a carpool, here, let me know.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, you did. And I'm laughing at everything you just said because I feel like you're talking to me, which is funny because last time you really fulfilled on the same topic. Yeah, I don't really have a question first, so you just do a call.
Alrighty. Cool. And Noni, it is you because I definitely picked the number 3. Get out of my head. I'm gonna come back on with the tinfoil. Y'all, it's spot on. All right. Can I see Malika? So you'll be after California. Let's see. Let's see. All right now. All right now. I'm hearing really loudly. All right now. It's time to get up. It's time to stand up. It's time to wipe your tears. It's time to put your boots on and pull them bootstraps up. Okay, and these some thigh high boots. Okay, like these aren't just some little cute little booties. Okay, these are not some cute little booties. These are some thigh highs. This is some thigh highs and a t-shirt. Okay, kind of look. All right, this is mini skirt. This is, if you bend over a little bit, we might see some things, and you ain't gonna be mad. Okay, these are some thigh high boots that you are putting on. Okay, and we all know if you've ever experienced any boots that come above the knees, you need some power to bring them things up. Okay, especially if you thick. Shit, if you thick or you skinny, I've definitely struggled to put on some motherfucking thigh high boots. All right, so they're saying like you need to pull your bootstraps up, wipe your tears, and let's go. Okay, because you're about to receive something, and they do not want you to feel sorry. They do not want you to feel guilty. They do not want you to feel bad because you received something and other people didn't. This was your blessing, and it is for you, and it is for what you need it for. Okay, it's for you. It's so that you don't have to use your strength in other ways. You can use it for something else. Okay, I'm hearing that really, really loudly. They're saying that it's time for you to go ahead and skyrocket. Okay, it's time for you to go ahead and launch. I'm hearing that as well. It is definitely time for you to launch. So I don't know if this is a project that you like literally need to launch or something new that you're trying to launch, but they're saying it is time to skyrocket, and it's time for you to allow yourself to reach high heights. All right, they're saying that like you have been. They're very proud of you for being very for using your ingenuity to get things done. You've been using the tools that you have and still able to do what you need to do and not really making an excuse for yourself of like, oh well, I don't have this and I don't have that, so I can't do it. No, it's like, well, this is what I have and I'm going to use that to my benefit and to the best of my ability. And they're saying because of that, you're going to be rewarded. Okay, they're saying that it's time for you to honor your purpose in such a way where you're not afraid anymore to honor that. Okay, it's like now that you remember what your mission is on this earth, they're saying go after it. All right, they're saying be the butterfly, be on stage with them motherfucking high them thigh high boots on. Okay, killing it. All right, killing it. In these patent leather thigh high boots. Okay, this is when you listen. Listen, when a woman comes stomping through with some patent leather boots, she's not fucking around. She's not fucking around. All right. So I'm hearing spirit say really loudly, it's time. They're saying it's time. It's time to allow people to see you, and it's time for you to be heard. Okay. And not be afraid of that. Welcome it. They're saying all eyes are on you. I don't know if you might have a fear of being on stage or talking in front of people, or being the center of attention, but you might as well just get used to it because it's just a part of your path. Okay, and it's important work. Okay, whatever your mission is, whatever your purpose is, it's important work, and it's important for you to step into that now because people need you. I'm hearing that really loudly. People need you. People need what you have to offer. All right, so lean into it. Okay, and they're saying that you're gonna receive the support that you need to, so you don't have to worry about doing everything by yourself. You're not gonna have to do everything by yourself. Okay.
I absolutely hate being center of attention. It's very nervous. Yes, I hate you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Practice makes perfect. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. You are absolutely welcome. All right. I'm going to do Noni next. And then I'm going to use you, Malika. Okay. Alrighty. All right, no need. So we're doing a general reading? Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, also, I do have openings for tomorrow and Sunday. So if you would like to book a reading, just click the link in my bio somewhere. You can learn all about my services and offerings. All right, here we go, Noni. I'm hearing loudly is coming back to you. It's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you. So I don't know, maybe if you lost something or if you felt like you lost something, it's going to come back to you. Okay. I'm also hearing too that your business is in desperate need of restructuring now. Okay. It can't remain the same. You have to be okay with that. It needs to be restructured somehow. Okay. So if business has been slow, use that space to restructure what you need to restructure. And they're saying that like you know what it is. Like they're saying you know and you know how. They're saying you know how it needs to be restructured. I've been on this live for an hour and 11 minutes, and that also feels significant. 1:11. Yes, they're saying like the business needs to be restructured. They're saying you had to do this. You cannot avoid this anymore. But you're getting the hangman, you're getting suspension. Why are you letting this like hang above you, knowing that something about it needs to change? Maybe I don't even know if it necessarily needs to be changed or just rearranged. Maybe your schedule needs to be rearranged. Maybe you need to like cut back on doing one thing to add time to be able to do something else. All right, look at this. Look at this newness on the side of this Four of Wands. Like, look at this newness. And you're just like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't. It's like you're ignoring what needs to be done. They're like, do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Your spirit guide is really close to you as well, working with you right now, trying to get you to see what needs to happen because you've been asking. You're like, okay, what needs to happen with this? I don't know. They're like, it's this. It's this. And you're like, okay, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Well, that's too damn bad. That is too damn bad. They're saying something about like you keep trying to avoid this thing, but like thinking that you're not gonna like it. They're saying like you think you're not gonna like it, or you think that you're not gonna be good at it, or something like that. But that just isn't true, and it's been proven to you time and time again. I feel like I know what this is, but I'm gonna act like I don't. Noni is my friend. Noni is a longtime friend, a longtime colleague as well. So I feel like I know what this is. But they're saying something too that that you have to be flexible, you have to be adaptable, okay? And it might be time for a pivot, okay? But they're saying that this is only for your greater good and your business's greater good, and your business wants to grow. Your business wants to grow. If they're saying something about like your business feels like you're trying to contain it and it just wants to expand and expand and expand and expand. It wants to grow. It wants to change. And the only thing that's stopping it is you, ultimately. So quit with the negative talk, Quit with the yes. Quit with the negative talk. Quit with the overthinking. It actually doesn't. It doesn't. It's not as hard as you think it will be. It's not as hard as you think it will be. You're getting double eights here as well. So the number 88 might also be important. Okay. But it's interesting too because with this change, they're saying like as much as you may think that this change is going to create more work for you or something, this actually will ease that. They're like, we don't want you to be working so hard and we don't want you to be a slave. I'm hearing that as well. They don't want you to be a slave to your business. And that might be what you're feeling here lately. Okay, so what within it needs to change? You're getting the 8 of Blades. And in this card, um, yeah, for sure. Oh, my ear is ringing. In this card, you can't really. Well, there you go. You see these slaves chained together and lined up, and kind of see this character also chained with these blades around it. Okay, so they don't want you to feel like you're a slave to your business. And as an entrepreneur as well, I definitely understand how for sure. How for sure you're also getting the 8 of Gourds. Okay, so maybe this change, this evolution may be a part of your business and that was very dear to you. It might be time to either let it go or maybe do it in a different way, and that might make you a little sad. You know, that might make you a little sad. So okay, cool. Um, So they're saying, move through that grieving period. Okay, move through that grieving period. They're saying don't look at it so much as a death. Maybe look at it as a rebirth. Okay, because you're even getting this Tower card. Like that's where all this is coming from. In the Tower card. So look at it as more of a rebirth. Or maybe it's a rebrand. I'm also hearing that as well. Maybe you're bringing some freshness and the hot new shit. The hot new shit. And I'm hearing too that it will be received really well as well. So if you're worried about, maybe people not receiving it, it will be received really well. It will be received really well. So thank you. Thank you for that. All right, Malika, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, would you like to, do you have a question or do you just have do you want a general reading?
A general.
All right. Let's see what it has for you. What does my sense? Let's see. I'm hearing decisions, choices. These decisions and choices will not be made for you. You have to make the choice. You have to make the decision. Okay, you cannot wait for somebody to decide for you. Whomever you're waiting to make this decision for you, or it almost kind of feels like let me ask you this, Malika. Are you in a relationship?
I am.
Okay. Because it almost feels like you might be feeling like you either need to step away or something needs to change within your relationship, and you're waiting for the other person to say something. They're not going to say anything. They aren't even aware of what may need to change. So you need to say something. And if you need something in this relationship, You need to ask for it. I'm actually not even ask for it. You need to demand it. You need to demand it. Does that make sense?
It does.
They're saying like it's time for you to speak up. Okay, it's time for you to speak up. Y'all are different. I'm hearing that too. Y'all are different. This is some real opposites attract type shit. So almost it's like different but the same because they're not very expressive with how they feel, and it isn't that you aren't expressive with how you feel, is that you have a hard time finding the language to be able to say this is how I feel. And there's also some sort of trigger or trauma around speaking about how you feel about something, and then somebody like getting angry with you or getting upset with you or gaslighting you or making you feel like you're wrong for feeling the way that you feel, or telling you that no, you don't feel that, you don't feel that way, Malika, that's not how you feel, you feel this way. And it's like, well, wait a minute, no, I think I'm right. So they're saying something about like, you might be worried that if you speak about something, there's going to be some sort of negative outcome to that. But they're saying even if it is a negative outcome to you speaking your truth, or you speaking about the things that you need or want within this connection, within this relationship, that should be, kind of like a whoa, wait a minute, red flag, flag on the field, flag in the play. I don't know what they say, but y'all know what I'm trying to y'all know what I'm trying to say. That they're saying like that should be like a wait a minute, if I can't speak the truth to this person that I'm in a connection with, I'm in a relationship with, then what the fuck are we doing? If I can't tell you how I'm feeling without you getting upset, then how can I trust? And they're saying something about like you've been bottling up a lot of your emotions and your feelings and your ideas and thoughts, and it's time to start speaking up on that. Okay, has your throat been a little itchy lately, or just feeling a little sore or something lately?
It, there's been, yeah, there's been an issue. I can kind of tell with using my voice, like mucus buildup.
Because I'm definitely hearing something about like it's time, and I'm also hearing something too about advocating for yourself, specifically around your health. So if you are planning on going to the doctors, or if you're planning on, just maybe talking to a medical professional or something like that, it is important for you to demand, what you want. No, hear me. This is what I said. Even if they're saying, so what you're saying is da 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 da, and you're like, no, that isn't what I said. What I said was this, and this. Even if that means that you need to write it out and read it, read it out loud. But they're saying you have to stand up for yourself. You have to advocate for yourself, and you have to use your voice now. They're saying if you don't, you're going to find yourself doing some shit or being somewhere that you do not want to be. And it could have been completely avoided if you would have just said something. Okay, shit. Even if you do find yourself in a position where you don't want to be and you do not have to be, say something in that moment. I do not want to be here, and I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want this, and I'm leaving now. I am leaving. They're saying use your voice. Stand in your power. Stand in your power. You need to get a reading, boo. When the last time you got like a full-on reading? You need to get a reading, because there's some other messages in here too. They're like, we got your career. They're saying your voice, even at work, within your career. I don't know if you have a business or your career. You need to really be standing up for yourself, especially around your money. Okay, so if you have room to negotiate your salary, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and negotiate your salary, boo, because you are getting fucked. You are getting fucked majorly, majorly. They ain't even spitting on it. Okay, they ain't even spitting it on it, boo. They're giving it to you dry and fucking raw. They're really holding a lot of fucking bread out. So I don't know. What do you do? What you do? What's your word?
So I'm starting a business, but I also do tutoring.
Is your business the tutoring, or do you work for someone within tutoring?
I work for someone within tutoring.
Okay, boo, the price then went up.
Okay.
The price went up. The price got up. That's not my rate anymore. Can you make your own rates?
They actually set the rate.
Okay, so you need to find out what needs to happen so that price can go up because you're doing way too much fucking work, boo. You're doing way too much. So either they're like either you need to ask for more money or you need to stop working so hard because working that hard and that money hit your account and that should be gone in like 30 seconds. Like what the fuck? All that and for what? And with this business, I'm gonna need you. Listen, your people was like, "What took so long? Can you hurry up with this business?" All that little perfectionism shit that you got going on right now, and it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Guess what? It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect right now. It's not going to be perfect right now. They need you to go ahead and start that business. Like, go ahead and start it because you need that money. They're saying you need that money. You need it. You need that money, and you need to have more autonomy within your work schedule and what you're doing. Really important as well. They do want you to know that your business will be successful, but you need to go ahead and like hit the button. Like you need to put that shit on go like ASAP, like yesterday. How long you been wanting to do this business? Because it feel like it's been a minute and you finally talked yourself into finally doing it.
So I've been working on it for honestly probably a year and a half now. I've been switching what I want to do. I guess I didn't feel like the ideas that I came up with at first were in alignment. I kept feeling like it was something else that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're like, you're thinking small, and what I'm hearing one of your ancestors say, we'll allow it for now. We'll allow you to think small for now, but just understand that it's a lot bigger than what you think. So just know that when it's time to change and when it's time to kind of step out and step forward, you like they're saying don't hesitate in that, welcome it. They're saying when it's time for you to step up and step forward and for things to grow, all it is it's evidence of the success and it's evidence of growth. Okay, so don't stifle the growth by not wanting to go and uh I'm hearing something about like stepping in front of a different audience. Does that make sense?
It does. Because it's crazy. This weekend, I finally posted to my Instagram about what I'm working on and brought it out to the public.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been nervous because it's people who know school and my family members, a different side of me. So.
Mm-hmm. Yes. They're saying, welcome the fact that you are multifaceted and stand in that confidently. Stand in it confidently. And I'm also hearing to be proud, be proud of it. They're saying be very proud of it. No, look what I did. It's taken me a year and some change to put this out here, and look what I created. They're saying be proud. Don't be meek. They're saying don't be meek about it. Be loud and be obnoxious. Be head ass with it. They're saying be head ass with it. They're saying because it has taken right. They're saying this is a labor of love. It's a labor of love, and it is very special and dear to you. Right. They're saying something about you're an artist and you're sensitive about your shit. Um, but they still want you to be very proud and, hold your head up high with it. And yeah, they're right. Yeah, they're saying like be obnoxious and loud, please, with this, and don't let nobody come and rain on your parade. A lot of people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know that you did this. Yeah, I do. Yeah. And I'm also hearing no freebies. No freebies. You have to charge everyone, everybody's getting charged. There is no family and friends discount with this. There is no family or friend discount. There is no discounts for a while. The price is the price. price is a price. Even your mother, even if she be like, oh, I can't get it for free. Nope. No, cannot get it for free. Not the first round. Nah, no, you want to support this shit. You want to support this. Okay, and I am hearing that it is going to be very successful. Okay, so you don't have, they're saying, don't doubt the success of it. Wow, yes. Do not doubt the success of this. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Malika. Congratulations. All right, everyone. That is it for me for Schmoney Mondays. If you would like to join the after party, join us at patreon.com/conjuredxco. Subscribe, follow, like button, all of the things. Y'all know what to do. I will see y'all next week. I have plenty of openings for June open, and there's still some openings for May if you would like to get a full reading. I'm out. Thank you for the spaces. Till next time. Deuces. Have a good night. Peace.